Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Dun, dun, dun. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels,
Doorbells and sleigh bells and
schnitzel with noodles, yes.
And schnitzels with noodles.
Wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Dun, 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 dun. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. And this is Mother's Day, and so glad to be here with my mommy.
Mama.
Yeah, Mama Ijoy. And so, good morning to Ariana. Thank you so much for everything. And Jojo, happy Mother's Day. And Candace, yes, in LA. And Hoda in British Columbia. Susan in Cincinnati. Sheila in Florida. Lars in the UK. Sue in Seattle. And Linda in Orcas Island. And Kevin in New Hampshire. And yes, day 1862, absolutely. Carolyn in Boise. Clive and Ruth in Birmingham, UK. Anne in Silver Spring. And David and Elsie in Oakland. And let's see. And Sydney, good to see you.
Sydney.
Mm-hmm. And Annette in California. And Nancy in Vermont. Carolyn in D.C. And let's see, Nan in Michigan. Cricket in Maryland. And let's see, R. Taylor, good to see you. Aloysius in Massachusetts. And oh my goodness, Willard and Mom in Vermont. Hi. And Bob in Albany. Absolutely. And let's see, we're jumping around here. Little squares, little squares, little squares, little squares, little squares, little squares. Hello, hello. And Busy, hi Busy. Good to see you. And let's see, Deli in Maryland. And Pauline in Newcastle, UK. Nancy in Washington State. Storm in Massachusetts. And Loris in UK, hello, hello, and happy Mother's Day to all. This is just quite the day. I'm here with my mom here in Philly, and we're so excited because, we've got 2 generations here, but today we have 3 generations. So Valerie Mindel, Emily Miller, and Flora yes, Flora Milnes, and I'm not sure if I said that last name correctly, but so glad that you all are here and, getting to know you all just a little bit this morning. Okay, so, and Valerie, as some of you know, is a longtime musician, teacher, workshop leader, and known for helping singers achieve that close, buzzy harmony that's a pillar of American old time and early country harmony. Absolutely. I can't wait to hear you all. And let's see. And a little bit more here. And Emily, Augusta's artistic director, born in Kansas, raised in Hong Kong, where her family band performed American old time and country music on TV shows and in shopping malls and throughout the city. Well, I look forward to hearing more about you all a little bit later, but right now, let's get right to some intergenerational singing.
Right. we're going to sing a song called The Sweetest Gift, A Mother's Smile, that I've been singing with my mom since
She was Flora's age.
Since I was about Flora's age.
8. Flora's
So
age.
we'll start with the chorus so you can practice singing along with it.
I'm singing the low part, and it's the few words. You'll see that in your thing. And
I have kind of the response words that are in italics.
then she and Flora will be singing those. So
Yeah.
she did not bring to him parole or pardon free. She brought no silver, no pomp or style to see. It was a halo sent down from heaven, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people singing. Let's try that one more time. And I do tend to just sing the whole last line. So I'll sing in the harmony. I sing, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile. So we can all do that. Or you can
And
just...
when you're by yourself, you can just sing all the words.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Okay, one more time on the chorus.
She did not bring to him parole or pardon free. She brought no silver, no pomp or style to see. It was a halo sent down from heaven, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile.
Let's sing the whole thing.
One day a mother came to a prison to see an erring but precious son. She told the warden how much she loved him. It did not matter what she had done. She did not bring to him parole or pardon free. She brought no silver, no pomp or style to see. It was a halo sent down from heaven, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile. Her boy had drifted far from the fireside, though she had pleaded with him each night. Yet not a word did she ever utter that told her heartache her smile was bright. She did not bring to him parole or pardon free. She brought no silver, no pomp or style to see. It was a halo sent down from heaven, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile. She left a smile you can remember. She's gone to heaven from heartaches free. The bars around you will never change her. You were her baby, and there will be. She did not bring to him parole or pardon free. She brought no silver, no pomp or style to see. It was a halo sent down from heaven, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile.
That
Yes,
was
Kim.
beautiful
Yes,
indeed.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And actually, that reminds us, as we are wishing Happy Mother's Day, we wish a Happy Mother's Day to mothers whose children are incarcerated. Yes, and to mothers, maybe mothers that live in places where there's war and they're sorry to hear, they're afraid for their children. So many mothers. So thank you so much. So tell us a little bit about that song, if you would, please.
Well, I learned that song many, many years ago, probably when I was in my early 20s. And it was a Blue Sky Boys song, and this was when I was first learning about old time music. It has been done in many, many ways. You can mix and match how you do the parts and things. Hazel Dick, Alice Gerard did a wonderful version of it. There are others out there. You can find a list about this long if you go to one of the streaming services. But I just like the sentiment because I think every mother believes in her child, and that's what I really liked about that song. And just that's what's good.
So thank you so much.
I want to say something about the little.
And yes, there's a really wonderful third generation person there. What did you say, Mom?
What is your name?
My name is Flora.
All right.
Laura.
Yeah, Laura. I could hear you, Laura.
Flora. Yeah, we
Laura.
could hear Flora.
Yeah, Flora. I could hear her singing. Yay, that's good.
That is wonderful.
That's right.
So yes, if you could all introduce yourselves a little bit more, that'd be fantastic. Wonderful 3 generations today.
Absolutely. You start, Mom.
Well, I've been singing for many, 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 many years, and in all kinds of circumstances. I was in a working bands for many years in a band called Any Old Time out of San Francisco, and we've continued to get together as recently as I think we did in our Hooley reunion in 2012. We were, and so Emmy, of course, grew up singing all the stuff that we did and recorded, and we have subsequently, and she went on to do her own path with music, starting back way when she was doing some Village Harmony way back when. And I had a kids band in Hong Kong, so Emmy did that with her brother and a bunch of kids from various walks of life in Hong Kong, and it was that was quite a good little band.
Wonderful.
I continued on. I did my music career. I performed with a band called the Sweetback Sisters for about 12 years. I know that several of my bandmates have been part of Antidote of Song at various times. And our drummer was Peter Amidon's son, Stefan. And so I know that Peter has frequently been on Daily Antidote of Song. In any case, so we did a lot of music that way, but I had a couple of kids, and including Flora and her younger brother. And in 2019, I decided to stop touring full time and to take on a job at our local traditional arts center here in Elkins, the Augusta Heritage Center. And so I started working full time there and running community programs to celebrate the traditional arts and to enrich our lives here in Elkins, West Virginia. And it's been a really wonderful experience living here and running that program. And of course, I took over right before COVID, so it was just reinventing the wheel many, many times, or just figuring out what the world needed and what our town needed at that time. And so it's been a fun journey. And of course, I love, as many of you parents out there know, it's really fun to think up programs and to run programs that your kids will love. And so
Yes,
I run a lot of
indeed.
things that are geared just exactly for the 8-year-old budding musician.
8 years old, so we've got an 8-year-old budding musician, and my mom is
93.
Wow, I aspired. I'm coming up to my 80th birthday.
Ah, yay, 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 yay. So fantastic. And you know what? Val, you and I share a publisher. Because, because I just published a book, just came out this year called Historic Negro Spirituals as Biblical Interpretation. And so, so I just got to. And what's the book that you published? And I know you also have a chapter in another book or an encyclopedia.
This is I was asked to do the folk music book of a series that the National Association of Teachers of Music, Teachers of Singing, and Rowan and Littlefield put together. And I did the one, So You Want to Sing Folk Music. And this was, I at first said, I don't, basically because I do such a narrow part of folk music and I do American country stuff, Southern music. But it was really an experience. And I interviewed 40 odd people, singing teachers that I knew around the world, including Emily, my daughter, and mostly people who taught singing. And it was just it was a learning experience for me. Of course, now looking back on it, it came out, in about 2012, I think. Looking back on it, there's so much more I would have included now that and I'm sure that's going to be true with you also, Kim.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
But then Kathy Bullock, Dr. Kathy Bullock, who's been on Daily Antidote a lot, I think.
Yes, yes.
And I co-wrote a chapter on voice pedagogy for an upcoming Oxford book that's coming out in 2026 called, let me see if I get this right, The Oxford Handbook of Voice Pedagogy.
Wow.
And
I heard you talk about it.
Right. And that again involved, bringing in a lot of people and their ideas about how you actually teach people to sing who want to do traditional music and music of roots music rather than wanting to sing some more accredited classical ways. And that was also an incredible learning experience, and Kathy was wonderful to work with.
Fantastic.
And we still have one little smidgen left to do before we're done, but
I can't wait until that comes out. I cannot wait. Now, before you do your second song, Flora, is there something you want to say to us? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Just talk pretty loud so they can hear you.
I play the fiddle.
Mm-hmm.
And what grade are you in, Flora?
I'm in second grade.
Wow, she's good.
And you play the fiddle. And what's your favorite song?
That's a hard question. Well, I just I'm working on the Lonesome Moonlight Waltz. I really like.
Fantastic. Okay. And then you're going to be also singing some on this second song, aren't you?
Yeah. So we live here in central West Virginia, Elkins, West Virginia, and Flora's other grandpa, my father-in-law, is a folklorist here in West Virginia. He spent his whole career traveling around the state and meeting musicians and craftspeople, artists of various kinds, and befriending them. He was, he spent a lot of time with artists, traditional folk artists all over the state of West Virginia, and learned a lot of music. And this is a song that he learned in his from one of his buddies. I think he learned this one from Currence Hammonds.
yes. And his name is Jerry Milnes, in case that escapes.
Yeah, sorry, Jerry Milnes. And so we learned this one from Jerry, and he loves to teach. I actually first started singing it because he taught it to my kids, and then I heard my kids singing it, and I said, "Oh, that's a great song." Right. So, Flora, do you want to let's actually we'll learn the chorus part, and then we'll sing the song. So there's a little chorus. It's got some just some nonsense syllables. So it's gonna say, Hey ho, said the sly little crow. Try that.
Hey ho, said the sly little crow.
And then what does a crow say?
Caw, caw.
So then we do that. And then
Fal-de-riddle-idio.
So the whole chorus goes, and it's hey ho, said the sly little crow.
Caw, caw.
Fal-de-riddle-idio.
So that's the whole chorus of the song. Do you want to start, or what were you going to say?
I was going to say some of the words you look, and they're kind of hard to squeeze into when you're singing along the verses with Annalie and Flora. They're a little hard to squeeze in. Just hang on and get to the ones that seem to be popping out at you, because they are. It's not a character flaw on your part. It is that they're just kind of hard to squeeze in, and here they just sort of jumble them all in. So, good luck with that.
Let's bring it up a tiny bit. Sly Old Crow was sitting on a... You want to start it off for us, Flora?
Okay.
Okay.
Sly Old Crow was sitting on an oak, watching a tailor cutting out a cloak.
And it's hey ho, said the sly little crow.
Caw, caw.
Fal-de-riddle-idio.
Would you please bring here my arrow and my bow, so I can shoot that danged old crow? And it's
Hey ho, said the sly little crow.
Caw, caw.
Fal-de-riddle-idio.
Well, I shot and I shot, but I was unlucky somehow. Instead of shooting the crow, I shot my neighbor's sow. And it's
Hey ho, said the sly little crow.
Caw, caw.
Fal-de-riddle-idio.
Well,
Drink
here my brandy and a spoon, 'cause this old sow's in an awful tune. And it's hey ho, said the sly little crow.
Caw, caw.
Fal-de-riddle-idio.
Well, the little bells rang and the big bells tolled. The little pig cried for the old sow so. And it's
Hey ho, said the sly little crow.
Caw, caw.
Fal-de-riddle-idio.
And the sly old crow was sitting on an oak,
Watching a tailor cutting out a hoe. And it's hey ho, said the sly little crow.
Caw, caw.
Fal-de-riddle-idio.
Well, there we go. That's the daily antidote song.
I love that. All right, give us just a little bit more of that hey ho, because we were having lots of fun
And
with that.
hey ho, said the sly little crow.
Caw, caw.
Fal-de-riddle-idio.
Wow, wasn't that fun, Mom?
That was so sweet. I love her.
It's fun. Oh, well, now tell us, what do you have coming up?
Oh, I forgot. Yes. We have, summer is a coming, and so we have a lot of Augusta stuff coming up. That's the main thing on my agenda. We have Mom is running our vocal week now, and so we have an awesome vocal week coming up, as well as all the other. We have Cajun music, country music, bluegrass, old time blues. Lots of craft classes. So we have a whole summer of traditional arts here in Elkins coming up. But also we have, and we're also, Mom and I the three of us are flying out to the West Coast to VoiceWorks in Port Townsend as well this year. So that's
Where's Port Townsend?
Washington State.
It's up in Washington.
Yeah, somewhere. I've never been, but we'll find out soon. So we're going out there, and we'll be, if you end up in West Virginia, there's a good chance we're playing for a square dance somewhere, and we're dancing for it.
Now I have a question, Flora. Do you square dance as well?
Yeah, we just were at a square dance last night.
Oh, I know. Isn't that great, Mom? And I bet, Flora, you're already learning how to call square dances, aren't you?
Well, I do know some like calls like all join hands and circle to the left.
Which is how you start every square dance.
Yes, that's how every single square dance starts. But and then Yeah, I know. And then there's grand light right and left. It's where you go, like everyone's going around, like swinging and
Yeah, that's
That
pretty
looks
fun.
fun.
Pretty
Yes,
fun.
it looks fun. Well, I hope that you all have a fantastic Mother's Day and eat some good food together. And
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to cook some.
Yes.
I hope
I
you
think I'm
all
gonna
have
have
a
to cook
wonderful
some
Mother's
scrapple
Day.
for my
Oh,
mom.
yes,
Yeah, I gotta
yes.
cook some scrapple
And
because I'm here.
some pie. What kind of pie?
Lemon meringue pie.
Oh, yeah, we're
Lord
gonna-
have mercy.
Wow.
oh, I love that lemon meringue.
I love that lemon meringue
Me
too.
too. I'm not cooking it, but I'm gonna be eating it.
Nice.
So this is great. So thank you so much. Give us one more hey ho before we get ready to end up here.
Well, hey-ho, said the sly little crow.
Go, go!
Father
little
That was so sweet.
That is fantastic.
That's right.
Well, thank you all so much for being here for Daily Antidote of Song.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you all so much.
This
Happy
has been
Mother's Day,
great.
everybody.
Yes, I bet there are a zillion mothers out there.
And now I think JoJo, you're going to tell us who is coming up.
Yep, I sure am. And a happy Mother's Day to everybody from me too. It's going to be a fun week coming up next week. We are going to have another week of May where we're celebrating renewal and light. Luke Wallace is joining us on Monday. He is new to the Daily Antidote, coming in from Vancouver. He's going to be hosted by Dick and Kathy, coming in from Victoria. On May 13th, we're going to have Vedant back. He hasn't been with us for about a year and a half, so we're excited to have him. You might remember Vedant from the beautiful Lullaby albums he's been working on, and he's coming in from India. Joe Holtaway, new to us on Wednesday. He is going to be hosted by Melissa James, and they're both coming in from the UK. Matlakala Bopape is coming back again. She hasn't been with us for a while, also coming in from South Africa. She is a village harmony musician and leader, and we're excited to have her back with us. May 16, we're going to have Leslie Nazareth, a friend of Shruti's. We just saw Leslie as part of the Music in the Mashan out of India. And Leslie did a beautiful song about hello and singing, which he's going to bring to us on Friday. On May 17, we have another new song leader, Tom Smith, coming in from Massachusetts. And on May 18th, we're going to close out the week with Fran Andre coming in from the UK. So beautiful week, super representative of all that we are and all that we do here. Can't wait to sing with you all then. And I am tossing it back to Dr. Kim Harris to say goodbye to everybody. Let's give it up again, actually, for Valerie and Emily and Flora. That was really fun, gang.
Oh, that was wonderful. Let's see, Valerie and Emma. Now, you know what? We got to take the tambourine a little bit further. Thank you so much. And thanks to everybody for joining us today for the Daily Antidote of Song. Now, let me get onto my gallery so I can say goodbyes. Goodbye to Hoda in British Columbia, Susan in Cincinnati, Sheila in Florida, Sue in Seattle, Bob and Maybelle Bears in Massachusetts. And yes, keep on waving goodbye, everybody. And Ariana in LA, thank you so much. Carolyn in Boise, and David and Elise in Oakland, and Candace, in LA, Annette in California, and let's see, Diane in Puerto Rico. Yes. And of course, big thanks always to you, JoJo. And Denise in UK, Caroline in DC, Nan in Michigan, Bob in Albany, and Pauline and William in Newcastle, UK. Yes. And Willard, Alice, Mom, and Dad in Vermont. Cricket in Maryland, and Clive and Ruth in Birmingham, UK, and Deli in Maryland, and Loris, UK, in Jamaica. Yes, indeedy. And Fred in Silver Spring. This is fantastic. You know, since we got on, more people have even joined, which is great. And Deli in Maryland. Yes. And who did I miss here? Linda in Massachusetts. Aloysius in Massachusetts. Jamie in Victoria, BC. Storm in Zoomiverse. And Fred in Vermont. And Ann in Silver Spring. And Nancy in Washington State. And Kat in Vermont. Thank you so much for Daily Antidote of Song. Mom and I are going on to our next singing gig this morning because we're going to sing at church. So great to see you all. So signing off here from Dr. Kim
And Mama Ijoy.
yes, indeed. Thanks, everybody. Good to see you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Kim and Mama Ijoy, and thank you so much to the clan over there in West Virginia. I'm going to shout out a goodbye to the folks off video because I think we missed them. Nancy in Washington State, Jenny in Suffolk, UK, Lynn in Connecticut, and Martha in Oregon. Thank you so much to all of you also for being with us. And another big shout out and thank you to Valerie, Emily, and Flora in West Virginia. It was really a delight to be with everybody today. Happy Mother's Day. Take all of the good and the joy that you can today to strengthen you up for all of the work that we have to do in the world right now. And it is part of my meaningful Mother's Day to be with all of you in here today. Thanks everybody so much. Lots of love.